Hey guys, Grimm here, and we're on Feed the Beast. I had to make a new helmet. It's bronze. And today, this is a brand new episode now. All the old episodes are out, thank goodness. So today, I'm going to go through and show you some things that I've updated, things that I've done that never made it. You hear my phone going off there, don't you? Never actually made it into any of the actual episodes, or that I've done since the episodes that I didn't record because I didn't want a backlog of more footage. Wrong button there. So that being said, the first thing I'm going to show you is this. Now, if you watch any of the MindCrackers, you'll know exactly what this is. I have taken their general idea, and I haven't been able to find a good look of the way they have it, but I saw the general layout of it for all their biomass, and I decided to put this pit to good use. On the bottom level here, I have a Silk Touch shovel, by the way, that's how I got grass. The bottom level here, where this block is, I'm going to put a farm, and then the hummus will be where these 3 blocks are out all the way around, and that'll collect wheat. I'm going to have to run power straight up the middle, as well as a transport pipes, and that will be for the wheat. The wheat will come up, and of course, I'll probably dig out some platform here. Probably actually like right about, probably right up here. I'll dig out a platform. The wheat will come up. I'll split it in 2. Part of it will be sent to make stuff, stuff. I knew the answer to this, now I don't remember. Let's see. It's not, well, it is used for compost. It's mainly for compost, because I don't think wheat's used in a plant ball, is it? I don't think so. Yeah. I'll be splitting the wheat in half. Part of it will be going to make plant balls. The other part will be going over for compost. The plant balls will be split about a third, I think. A third of them I'm going to send over to a macerator to turn them into 8 blocks of dirt to send over to the compost creation area. Then the compost will be sent out to fermenters. The plant balls will be sent to fermenters and will be fermenting off of plant balls. Now, sadly, plant balls only yield half the biomass that an actual sapling will give you. So we're going to have a lot of plant balls, which is what the sugarcane is for. I'm actually glad to see that it's actually growing now. It actually grew quite fast from when I planted it. I planted it last night and was only online for like 20 minutes. And in that time it hadn't grown, but I was on a little bit earlier, so I guess it all grew while I was on earlier. And I just laid out the dirt and some of the water to get a general idea how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to put another row of dirt here, and this row here is going to have water as well. But it's not done. But each of these layers here is going to be a floor with the sugarcane on top. I'm going to move water blocks up here and let them run down through the middle. I still have to test that. If I start a water block here, if it drops down through that block into this block, if it will actually feed the sugarcane in that middle block that it drops through. I don't know. When I was doing all this, I was afraid my jetpack was going to run out, even though I recharged it. So I put some scaffold here just so I can climb up if that does happen. So that's what's going on in this area. I got to do another strip of mining, but that's not really a big issue. But I've been working on this. I will be working on this quite a bit more. Also, the lava creation area and my storage. I've moved all my storage because I have decided to designate this entire room just a lava creation and storage. Now, I've got 12 crucibles and 12 engines going here. I got them all stopped right now. My tanks are almost full. I got 898,000 in that one and 804,000 in that one. Now, earlier today, I just set up all these pipes. I got the barrels. My speech is really messed up right now. Excuse me. I got all the barrels set up here, and I went in, I ran the redstone back behind all the engines, got all the engines put in, which is going to be, well, actually those will still run on it, yeah, but these ones here, soon, and right here I'm going to put another out here. I'm going to make an assembly table. and I'm going to put a gateway in there to pump that only when there's stuff in this ender chest. In the nether, I've got turtles going, and they pump into the nether chest, and they pump out of the nether chest here into all the barrels. I'm at the point I'm going to start making some barrel upgrades and start upgrading these barrels. But everything gets pumped out of the barrel, pumped along a pipeline here. It comes down and it shoots out and it starts feeding into all the hoppers. And I brought it over here because I'm going to have another row right here down at the bottom. I just got to put them down yet. And then when they come up past the last one, they come up over, back around, back into the system to keep pumping through. Now, if all the barrels get full, which at some point they will, I do have it looping through the wall right there, and it comes back around and feeds back into the chest. So it's a closed system. It stays contained. This will eventually, these will stretch all the way the length of the room. So as that happens, I will move the piping, the top portion of the piping as it needs to be moved. Because eventually, when I make some upgraded barrels, I'm going to start leaving the lava pumps on full time in order to pump into my industrial centrifuges here for copper and tin, electrum, and tungsten. And I've got 3 of these set up here. I moved the platform up over here. I'll probably get at least 2 more centrifuges set up over here. Pump lava to them. So that's where that's at. Now my actual storage, you notice those barrels there are all gone. I moved those as well. Is there anything new here? I did another chest here to resort some stuff. All the ores are in there. Some bars, main bars and gems that I need. Stack and a half of diamonds. That's awesome. Look at all the iron. It's a lot of iron. And look at all the copper from the centrifuge. That's awesome. But let's see. I've got 2 MFSUs now. I don't know if I showed you the second one. I now use thermal generators instead of geothermal. Eventually I'll make a third one and I'll show you how to make that because I made these 2 off camera. But that MFSU is full, 10 million, and that one's got 5.2 million. But my actual storage I cut out and cut over and moved all my storage over here. Now I actually like this a bit better than being down there anyway. The main stuff I use all the time, like wood, sticks, barrels. I've made a barrel for barrels. And rubber. I made a barrel for rubber because I started getting a whole hell of a lot of rubber. When I made, what the heck was it I made? The centrifuge. I think it was a centrifuge. It required an extractor. After I did the centrifuge, I started looking up what an extractor is actually used for. And if you take sticky resin and melt down in a furnace, you get 1 piece of rubber. You get a 1-to-1 ratio return. The extractor, you put a single piece of sticky resin in there, and you get 3 rubber. Okay, that's triples. It triples. So, you know, I get my little tree tap thingy and I go harvest my rubber and I get like 20 or 21 rubber. I come back here and I throw them in there. Boom, gives me almost a full stack of rubber. Okay, that's awesome. So I designated a barrel for rubber. This is here for if I'm moving stuff from chest down there by hand, I can just pop right up through the floor here. Smooth stone, I started cooking down some stone because I wanted to free up these barrels here. Coal, cobble, dirt, gravel, redstone. I'm going to have another one for redstone here when that one gets full. Lapis, same deal here. Nickelite, all the zirconium, the shards. I can't really do anything with this. If I move it down, it's going to interfere with the transformer underneath there. So I'm just going to have to suffer with that unless I want to tear out that entire wall and redo it down there. Rock crusher I don't ever use. I will eventually. I'll start routing all my gravel in there. I'll have to put a couple engines here. A couple of electric engines there to run it. That's where we're at right now. Where's my tree tapper? I'm going to need another tree tap too. Eventually, one of these days, I'm going to get around to making an electric tree tap. I need to. I've been saying I'm going to do it for a while now, and I've been putting it off. So I definitely need to get to it. I went exploring a bit. You know, there's oil spill out there. It's too far away for me to worry about. There's a forest biome that way, an autumn forest biome. Damn phone. But what I'm going to end up doing is I have a farm down here. I think I showed you that I put a farm out here. I don't know. In any case, I put a farm out here. And I think I'm going to rob it. I'm going to take this farm away and move it to my base. All the fermenters and stuff underneath here that I have and my tank, I'm going to move all that over there as well into that big pit. I just want to have it closer to me. But this is my farm, and this is how much wheat I have right now. I don't think I showed you this, actually. You place down the farm, you give it power, it places the dirt, it farms the dirt, it adds the water. After it goes so far, I've noticed that a bunch of the starting out dirt became regular dirt again. It wasn't tilled, so I had to retill that myself to get it to add the water. But that's where that's at. This I'm going to do away with because I realized now that there's an aqueous accumulator. You don't need cans to pump the water, so I'll hook one of those up over there. But there's some big changes on the way, and that's where we're at with that. Give me one moment, guys. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. Sticky resin. Now you better stop going up there. I'll kill you just like I killed that pig. For the longest time I had a pig. And he would always, he'd always stick to this general area. And every time I come over here to do this, he like found his way up on top of my scaffold over there. Did I get that? I don't know. I'm going to assume I did. 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. So eventually I got tired of him, and I just killed him. I said, you know what? You're in my way, dude. Let's see here. So, my cows, I'm going to end up, I'll probably just leave them here, make the fence a bit bigger. Put a feeding station in. I found out what a feeding station is now. Put a feeding station in, so I never have to worry about them. They'll just keep mating. And you seen, I actually cleared out a spot for another farm to get 2 of them going at once. But I'm going to move that one anyway, so that doesn't really matter now. I put in another row of sugarcane here to get more sugarcane for making paper and whatnot for other stuff. Yeah, I missed some sticky resin somewhere. That never just gives me, I never come back with less than 20. I missed that stack or something, I think. I don't know. Let's see. 4 overclockers. Bam. Alright. Now to show you this. I got my brewing station up. I finally went ahead and made a brewing station because I needed blaze rods. I need blaze rods for other stuff, so I made a brewing station to get fire resistance potion to take a blaze spawner that I found and turn it into an actual room for killing blazes as they spawn. So this is my potion area, I've got 31 blaze rods. I've got 4 fire resist potions left. I got water source block. Awkward potions. I might make another warp farm, one of the automated ones, the infernal farm. I don't know. I probably won't. I don't know. It seems like a bit of work. I'm not going to go through another warp that fast. I can promise you that. So I probably won't. I made an anvil and put in. There's nothing new downstairs. I just did a lot more mining. That's all. I extended my tunnel. Made more tunnels off of it. That's about the extent of that. Now, if we go into the nether, I will show you where I've got, where I had my turtles tearing chunks out at. And I'm going to give it a minute for loading purposes. Last time I came out here I had a gas shooting at me. So, pardon the mess. But up here, I went up. Oh shoot, fiery bats. I forgot about fiery bats. I hate fiery bats. They're so stupid! My mushrooms have not really been spreading, and that's not making me happy. Originally, one of the other points of keeping the chunks loaded here was to help the mushrooms keep spreading. But that's not working. You know, the first mining job was there, and then here, that one just finished. And here, I had a problem. There, I had a problem with that one. I left the nether. I had the world anchor going. I left the nether, and I come back later. I let it run all night, because I had that one going, I had this one here going. I let it run all night. Well, that one finished. But when I left the nether, something interfered with this one. It just stopped moving as if the game shut down and came back on. It just didn't move. It did one row, and that's it. So I had to restart it to go earlier. When I did that, that one there was actually went all the way down and was finished. But I'm at bedrock up here, and they mined all the way down to bedrock. So that one was finished, so I set it to go down right there. Let me see if I can show you this. This is 3 passes now, so it's 10 wide by 30 long, all the way down to bedrock, which is awesome. They come down here, they hit this pipe. I try and make as much netherrack as possible go into the ender chest to be pumped out in the overworld, and the remainder will come over to the chests here, which I need to get all that taken out yet. I need to turn my pumps on. But next up on my agenda is to make an assembly table. And an assembly table takes lasers, which in turn take electricity, because I want to make some gates. And I think I need the assembly table for it. You know what, let's get to a safe spot and then I'll look. So the next priority is making those gates for redstone pumps, redstone engines, attached to the ender chest in the overworld. That way I don't have to flip a switch. Just, you know, if there's inventory in the chest, it'll automatically send a signal to the engines to start pumping. And I want to get at least 2 engines going at a time, because 1 engine on it wasn't enough for this. The ender chest will get full, and the overflow was actually disappearing on me until I figured it out. And then I set it to go into the other chests. So I'm going to hook up 2 engines on it. You know what? Did I do any more enchanting? I don't know. I've got Respiration 3, Fire Protection, Blast Protection, Vorpal, and Soul Stealer. I still need to figure out what Soul Stealer does. I have no idea. But some of the things on the agenda for soon. Assembly table, lasers, gates. I'm going to get another engine put there and put a gate in it, so I won't need levers for these 2 for the engines out of the ender chest at all. They'll just automatically pump when they need to. Barrel upgrades are coming soon, as well as there was something else. What was it? I can't believe I forgot it. Oh, soul shards. I'm getting antsy with the blazes. There's potential with the blazes in the overworld. I need a soul shard for blazes, a tier 5 soul shard. So I'm gonna make a soul shard. It requires some work, but that'll be in the next episode, I think. I'm gonna make a soul shard, and I'm gonna spend a lot of time at the blaze spawner just killing blazes. And when I get the soul shard to a level 5, I can put it inside of a soul cage here in the overworld, and it'll create a blaze spawner. And the only way to shut it off is with a lever. Lighting levels doesn't matter, nothing matters, just a lever. It's the only way to shut it off from spawning. And it'll spawn insanely fast. It'll spawn like 4 blazes like every 1.5 to 2 seconds. So that is awesome. And being here in the overworld means I can use water inside of it too. So I can run them all into one central spot and then hit them all with instant damage potions if I want. Or I can run them all into a single spot and drown them all. Although if I drown them in water, kill them with water, I don't know if they'll drop their blaze rods or not. I'll try it in a creative, well, I can't try it in a creative world, because if you put a spawner down in creative world, it always spawns pigs, which is stupid in my opinion. If it's a creative world, you should be able to put down any spawner and it worked perfectly fine. But in creative world, you put down a spawner, no matter what type it is, and it always spawns just pigs. I really wish Mojang would change that. That is stupid. I mean, it keeps people from taking advantage, but on the other hand, if you're in Creative World on a world, you're already taking advantage of something, or you're in it for testing purposes. So all should be fair game. But whatever. That's going to conclude this episode, guys. I just wanted to give you a run around, see everything that I've done separate while you've been watching old videos. But now we're good to go with live videos. I'm also going to be expanding this soon. I'm going to get another row of 3 here. I'm going to start turning these pumps on full time to constantly be pumping lava into the centrifuges. The centrifuges are going to have pipes coming out of them. And I'll probably punch through the wall over here and put some extended barrel storage over there for copper and tin, electrum, and tungsten. That way I'll have barrels of it. Just oodles of fun. I don't think there's anything else new. I think that's about it. Because I just did all this storage today. And I just did routing all these pipes today. So all that was just today. I'm not sure what I'm going to focus. I think I'm going to go for the soul shard next, but I don't know. We'll find out in the next episode. Alright, if you guys enjoyed the episode, a like is appreciated. It really helps me out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.